All right, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Greene, AMTV, BitcoinRichcom. Another beautiful day. Stop falling into the trap that things are going to get better in your life without you taking massive action and changing your daily habits and inputs. And realize, I talked about this yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, that don't let yourself feed into fear. Okay, feed into these negative entities, feed into this negative feedback loop. Is if all you're focused on is fear, it's exactly what you're going to get. And here's the question: why are you even fearful? You know, no one's on their deathbed going, I wish I took less risk. I wish I was, a little weaker. I wish I didn't take that helicopter ride. I wish I didn't start that business. I wish I didn't ask that hot girl out. At the end of the day, all this stuff, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty darn meaningless. So you're going to have to get outside of this mind trap. And anyone pushing this agenda of fear right now, which there's so many people out there, they're telling you it's the end of the world, there's no hope, have no faith, you only got a couple months left. These are, honestly, the people you should not be listening to at all. And it doesn't mean things aren't going to be hard. Doesn't mean that we're not in treacherous waters. Doesn't mean there's going to be challenges ahead, but no one cares. Stop complaining. No one cares if you're in a bad situation. You got to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. You've got to be hardcore. You've got to be willing to, again, change your daily habits and actions to get the desired results and outcome that you actually want in your life. Whether or not this is relationships, it's God, it's money, it's your business, or anything else. If your life sucks, that's your fault. Pick up yourself by your bootstraps. You don't like where you live? Go move somewhere else. Don't like your job? Quit. Don't like your girlfriend? Find a new one. Again, take responsibility for your own life. This is very hard for people because people want to play the victim, especially in our society now, which is being completely socialized, where, it's just basically like, well, I'm a victim and I need the government to take care of me. Well, the government's not going to take care of you. Newsflash. So stop believing what they tell you. And let's talk about this from the economic perspective today. Stop believing the Federal Reserve and the central bank system that they're going to raise interest rates meaningfully, because they're not. Okay, stop trusting and believing the Federal Reserve System that they're not going to create more debt, because they are. And stop believing that they're ever going to pay it back, because they're not. We are in an inflationary environment where there's nowhere else to go with your money but crypto, but stocks, but real estate, but land, but natural resources, and actually like inventory. Whether or not this is food stores or water or whatever it is. Take a look at the people with the most money in the world today. What are they doing? Well, they're buying real estate all over the world like crazy. If you take a look at Hawaii, man, there's more opportunities in real estate right now than there's ever been. In fact, there's more opportunity in 2022 than there has ever been in the history of the world. Because most people are in a defeatist mindset doing nothing, and those of you that are actually taking action are about to see huge gains. Let's talk about crypto as well. Bought the dippy dip this morning with my son, bought ICP at 28, dude. $28. It's already ripped to 32. I think we're going to hit new all-time highs. Bought that dip. Today, we've seen Bitcoin retrace, traded as low as like 42,500. Let me ask you a question. Where else is the money going to go, ladies and gentlemen? Where are all the rich people going to put their money? There ain't enough Bitcoin in the world. Where do you think these people are going to put all their money? Where's it going to go? They got to put it somewhere. Again, they keep printing debt and they keep printing fiat from nothing, backed by nothing. What are they going to do with it? What are all these rich people going to do? What are all these billionaires going to do? They're going to put it into crypto. They're going to put it in Dogecoin like Elon Musk keeps promoting. Okay? This is going to roll into the new system of CBDC, central bank digital currencies, trust that friggin' plan. It's going to roll into residential real estate. Commercial's a little different. Commercial, it's been a little bit bumpy because of the permanent work from home model that currently exists. So that might be a little different, but it's all getting poured into land. It's getting poured into farmland. It's getting poured basically into everything that isn't dollars. So anything that isn't dollars, that isn't worthless toilet paper that you wipe your butt with fiat, is going into all these other areas. Even Jeeps. People are like, Christopher, why do you have so many Jeeps? I don't know. All my Jeeps, I got, like 11, 12 now? Dude, since I bought, they've gained like 30%. You wouldn't think that would even be possible. And by the way, it ties into the island project. I actually have a use case for it. Okay, it's also part of a business. There's a use case. It's not like I'm like, I need 12 Jeeps. It's because I need it for the island project, and I need it for the new businesses that I've launched on the ground. So why aren't you taking advantage of this opportunity would be the question. Again, when everybody's negative, When everybody's on one side of the coin, and people didn't believe me 2 years ago when I told you that the worst was coming. I was the first to say it. I said, it's going to be bad. Expect it to be bad. No one believed me. Okay, they said it was fear-mongering at the time. Now I'm telling you, you're going to see it rip to the upside, and still no one believes. But you will in another 2 years' time. Again, you're missing out on the most giant opportunity, in the blockchain space particularly. You're missing the most giant opportunity, game-changing, in my opinion, life-changing financial freedom that you're going to miss because you're too afraid to learn a new skill. You're too afraid to buy the little dippy dip like I did with my son earlier. Again, this is why certain people are Bitcoin rich and others aren't. They buy tops and sell bottoms. You're supposed to do the opposite, guys. Okay, so this is not rocket science. I'm not a genius. Portfolio asset allocation, diversification, catching the top trends before everyone else does, which I've got a historical track record of being very good at. I'm usually early, like with ICP, or with Bitcoin, or with social media, which I started 15 years ago. Anything else, stocks. I mean, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. You know the Coinbase CEO just bought a property in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen, that was almost like $200 million. That stock is $1 trillion company in the future. Another massive opportunity people are missing because they're so focused on the fear. And you know who I'm talking about. All these fearmongers that sit behind their desk offer you zero solutions and sell you like vitamin supplements when they're 100 pounds overweight themselves. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. They offer zero solutions. They're feeding on the same fear, the same negative energy, and the same problems that they say they're against. They offer zero solutions for you, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, that is the deception. Draw the people in, pretend that they're the truth, and then squash you down into the mud and into the dirt. What I'm telling you is you got to change your mindset today. You got to realize that if you don't help yourself, no one is. No one's going to help you. And you don't have to do this alone. Do it with a community. You know, I got some comments earlier this morning from an individual from Canada who's having a really tough time. And I can't go into all the details, but regarding everything going on, you know, in the world today. And I just want to tell that person, you know who you are. And I did respond to the tweet. Follow me at AMTV Me. I says, don't give up. Okay, it was on my YouTube channel too. Don't give up. Okay, find a community. Find like minds. Pick yourself up today and realize you are not alone. You are not alone. Get your body moving. Okay? Get the juices flowing, man. You know, a lot of depression and anxiety comes from the lack of hormones that you probably don't have. With guys, it's testosterone. Okay, with the ladies, they need testosterone too as well, actually. You know, usually the estrogen levels start picking up in men, I think, after about 27 years old. That's really when men peak. So I'm 40, and I had noticed that prior to reinvigorating my bodily function in my biology, you got to get out there. You got to do resistance training, okay? You got to take supplements. Like, here, I'll show you some supplements I'm taking right now. Like, this is a really good... This is just one example. This is a collagen supplement. I put it in my coffee every single morning. It's great for your skin, your hair, your nails. You'll notice your complexion improve every single day. It dissolves in your coffee. It's completely tasteless. Okay, other things. Creatine, glutamine, great for repairing tissue damage, good for the skin. A men's supplement. That's it. And then protein powder and all those kinds of things. The men's supplement I'm going to share with you guys, though, in a couple of months, because I've been testing a couple different things that I think I've been getting a lot of fantastic results with. So improve your body, your health, your mind, your soul, your spirit. Take the necessary actions today. Learn the new skills that you're going to need right here at the bottom so you can be rewarded at the top. You know, in a couple months' time, it'll become more obvious this was the bottom. Because again, who are you going to trust, honestly? I would trust the Winklevoss twins more that said buy the dip today, not financial advice. I would trust Mark Zuckerberg more than I would the media and corporations telling you what to do. I would trust those guys. I would trust Jeff Bezos. Okay, do you see these guys worried about the future? No, they're chilling on their yachts right now with 10 pretty ladies, and good for them. Good for them. We should celebrate capitalism, real capitalism, not crony capitalism, but we should celebrate real capitalism in America. Do you see them living in fear? You know, hunkering down. Oh, it's the worst of the worst. No, dude. They're traveling all over the world, hanging out on their yachts with their pretty girls, buying real estate like crazy. Bezos just bought a place for $65 million here, just down the street. I knew that earlier this year. Again, this is the most bullish time in world history. People just don't know it because they're being consumed by the negative energy, these negative, I would call them negative entities. You know what I mean by that? Alien, exogenous, negative entities. You know, from a Christian perspective, demons. That's exactly what they are. So stop listening to these people that feed off that energy, man. It's like a vampire sucking out all the positivity out of your body and you're giving it straight to them. Again, there's a lot of deceivers right now, man, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much deception out there. So hold your ground, okay? Find solutions, find the path forward for your own success, okay? Just like Noah built the ark, listen to God, people laughed at him. And by the way, if you don't have haters, ladies and gentlemen, you ain't doing this right. You ain't doing this right because haters are a result of the controversy of success. People will tell you things like, oh, your business is going to fail. Oh, you can't do that. I say, why not? Why can't you start a new business today? Why can't you learn about crypto today? Why can't you create cash flows? You want to make $10,000 a month? Go for it, dude. You want to make $100,000 a month? Go for it. Solve 100,000 people's problems. You just made $100,000 a month. So again, whether or not starting businesses on the ground, it's in social media, marketing, e-commerce, all topics we go over at school. It's Bitcoin, it's crypto, it's basically this new world of the metaverse you should be learning about right now. Learn about NFTs, learn about decentralized exchanges, learn about the new tokens. I mean, whether or not it's any of this, that's where the opportunities are that you should be paying attention to when no one else can see it. Do you understand? When people are so consumed by the deception of fear and uncertainty, okay, and disruption, that's the time to strike. So, take it from a Bitcoin millionaire. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest guy in the world, but I got Bitcoin right. And I've gotten a lot of other stuff right over the years. We have the largest blockchain school in the world, 56,000 students for a reason. Take my word for it. This is the dip. This is the dippy dip. Build. Biddle it. I remember I was in Vegas just a couple of years ago, I think like 4 years ago or something like that. And I was interviewing a lot of the crypto billionaires, people like Litecoin founder Charlie Lee, Brock Pierce of EOS, and I think what is it, Block One, other huge projects, Charlie Shrem. A lot of these guys have really incredible stories. And what they've always told me personally, when you're in these troughs, they say, Christopher, build, invest in yourself, learn about these blockchains, and this is the time to get involved. So take it again from a Bitcoin millionaire. Proof is in the pudding. I mean, how else do you think I do all this, guys? Like, I'm not perfect. I'm still growing, but I'm an example of living my actual dream in the face of tremendous adversity when everyone else says life sucks, but somehow with a positive mindset, things seem to work out. Because the truth is, most people give up and quit right about the time they're actually about to make a major breakthrough. And here's a piece of advice I'll close with, actually. If I could talk to my 20-year-old self, as I'm 40 today, my one piece of advice I would give it to myself, I'd say, hey, Christopher, bro, dude, broski, you don't really see major success until you've been doing something and you get really good at it over a period of a minimum of a decade. It takes 10 years to get the real hardcore gains, whether or not it's your body, it's your mind, it's a business, it's your cash flows, it's investments. It takes time. Most people quit. They get a new job, they do it for a couple years, go to the next job, do it for a couple years, go to the next job. But the truth is, it's the guy who has 10,000 plus hours shooting those hoops like Michael Jordan, or 10,000 plus hours trading crypto or whatever it is, or 10,000 plus hours with their business, or 10,000 plus hours practicing sales skills, marketing skills, creating cash flow. That is the guy or gal who wins. So in this world that's totally democratized, where the college education is a dump moving forward, even if you go to Harvard, it's like online. What's the point then? Isn't the point to go to Harvard so that you can actually network with the other people that go to Harvard? But if it's all online, who even cares? So that's done. Modern educational system is done, which is why they're going to bail it out and basically just like expunge all the debt and then have you taxpayers pay for it, because that's how it works. Realize, for the first time in human history, you can get the MIT Wharton grad degree and you can just do it online. better than you could at Harvard. So click the link below. Want to see at BitcoinRich.com? I'm telling you, now's the time to learn at the bottom. Just like I bought the dip, you should invest in yourself today. And that's the number one piece of advice. Invest in yourself for the 1000x freaking gains. Anyways, I love you. Stay positive. Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus Christ is King. Want to see you at school. And by the way, the link's just right down there or up here. And I've got more content like this coming. Stay strong. Have you heard about Bitcoin, this radical, crazy, amazing, new, eccentric technology that I think personally, in my opinion, is going to be bigger than the internet, social media, and e-commerce combined? Did you know there's different types of blockchains, not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum, which is a proof of stake technology? They just did a major upgrade. I teach this at school, so you should click the links up here and down below to learn more. You can learn about XRP, cross-border remittance payments, how this is going to be working with central banks, the IMF, how you can potentially create cash flows, income, change your entire life, start a new job or a business in an environment, guys, it's very, very tough right now. Millions of Americans are losing their jobs. There's been a pandemic. There's been lockdowns. People are depressed. I know I've been depressed part of the year too. I'm sure like many of you tuning in. The point is, you've got to be learning new things. You've got to evolve and change with the times and understand, just like people didn't understand Google or Facebook or some of this tech stuff in the past, you know, it's usually that the masses only get it after it starts to go mainstream. You see, this is brand new. Bitcoin Rich is like something that we've never even heard of before. So anyways, click the links down here or up here. Visit us at school. Get in. We got a special promo code offer. We'll activate immediately. We teach all the fundamentals, everything that you need to know. You join tens of thousands of other students from around the world. I mean, I've spoken on stages. I've met with technologists. We go through all the details, all the specifics on how to use this stuff and apply it in your real life. Just like all of you use social media today, YouTube, Facebook, Google, Twitter, and more, you can learn about blockchain, Bitcoin, and the thousands of other cryptocurrencies today at school at BitcoinRich.com. Read our testimonials, disclaimers on our website. I'm not a financial advisor, but I will teach you how to think different. Think and grow. BitcoinRich.com. School up here or down here. I'll see you there. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Visit us at BitcoinRich.com right now. That's BitcoinRich.com and reserve your seat. Limited seating and prices going up soon.